Hello team, welcome back to another YouTube video. Don't worry, I'm not going to make a habit of introing my vlogs whilst I'm on the hoof, or on the run, or on the move. Various different terminologies, but I like on the hoof. I think it's a marine, I think it comes from the Marines. Anyway, I feel like I can talk more coherently when I'm running. It's like my safe space. Like when I'm sat introing a vlog at the in the front of my Land Rover. I will just, bottom line up front, apologise for the lack of, or wrong, the frequency of which I'm uploading these vlogs at. Life's busy, but like I said in my last vlog, I will upload. Vehicle going past now. Like I said in my last vlog, I will upload, whether that's every couple of weeks, every week. I missed vlogging Portugal last week, which was a really good training camp, but this week there's a couple of exciting things going on. Exciting thing number one is me and Zoe are doing a brand trip together. So I took a couple of weeks off work. 1 week of that is doing an exciting campaign for Garnier, how do you say it? Garnier. Yeah. And we're running from Dull in Scotland all the way to Brighton, but more on that one later. Exciting thing number two, I'll just run in front of you, so. Yeah. Exciting thing number two is I've got Hyrox Warsaw at the weekend in the pro solo division. So the aim of that race is basically just as a bit of a warm-up, really. So I thought I'd bring you along this week to show you how I prepare for a race, how I train in the lead up to a race, and how I fuel for the race. The actual race itself, I think, will be on the vlog after this one. So this is going to be all about prepping for a race. Hopefully you haven't got motion sickness. I've put you on 0.5 to try and stabilise it a bit more, but my left arm is killing me and I've got a run to do. There we go. There is the rest of the team. And down there.
I'm in the lead.
Anyway, talking about prepping for a Hyrox, I'm racing this Sunday, so starting the week off with a low intensity, easy zone 2 run. I'm not really tapering as such, but I'm going to reduce my volume. The idea being that I'm feeling sharp on the start line and not feeling fatigued. So there is going to be an element of intensity this week, but a reduced volume, which is really key. And as we go on towards the end of the week, I'll highlight a few points surrounding nutrition and prep. But from a training perspective, starting with an easy run, but there will be some intensity this week.
Everybody who's watching this can still have, like, really keep high levels of performance all the way down to single digits, especially if you get towards 5, like that's where it's getting a little bit risky and energy is short. But most Olympic level cyclists, triathletes, all these guys are down in those single.
I said the aim of this vlog was to showcase what I eat, how I train and lead up to a race. I don't normally have a glass of fizz during race week prep. However, when the view is looking like this and you get offered a glass of fizz at your arrival of a hotel like that. Cheers.
After a very adventurous car journey, feeling cold.
Exactly that. It's hard to say no. It's only Monday and I'm racing Sunday, so all is good.
Are the rest of our group staying up here as well, or are they somewhere else?
We've got people all over the place, to be honest. There's a lot of the group up here.
Yeah, okay.
But obviously there are some in the main house as well.
Yeah, okay, lovely. Wow, exciting.
Session number 2 of the week. So yesterday was nice and easy. Today's got a little bit of intensity. So 4K warm up to a track. Now we're in the Lake District. We're not at Battersea Park here or the Etihad. This is the track we've got. So yeah, 10-minute warm up. Sorry, about 4K warm up followed by 3 by 6 minutes. 3 by 6 minutes at threshold. Here we go. Decent surface. My threshold effort today is going to be 3:35 pace. Now, I'm not going to lie, I'm not sure if that's true threshold to me. I think that's based off my 10k pace. So it'll be pretty tough, but I will do my best to like keep it in threshold. And if I'm starting to go like anaerobic, what I'll do is I'll reduce the effort down, because if you go anaerobic, it can take, you know, a number of days to recover from that kind of effort. So obviously race week, you don't really want to be going too anaerobic.
One down.
Yeah, one down.
2 to go.
3:35 pace.
All right, feel good.
Either my heart rate monitor's not working or I'm fit at the minute.
Feel good though, yeah?
Feeling good.
Well done. 12 minutes of work left, yeah?
Yeah, we're each going to take a leg.
Nice. Here they come. Their second set of 6 minutes. Well done.
Train's cruising. Me and the team have just rocked up to the Works in Ambleside. It's probably the only gym that I can find in the local area, but looks very, what's the word? Cute. Cute. Promising is the word I'm looking for.
I've got loads of snacks in there, by the way.
Oh, and we've got snacks. So second session today is going to be a power and strength session. Snacks are key because it seems like we've been forcing ourselves to fast on this trip. At least YouTube got it. Oh, he's in. Yeah. Filming for YouTube.
This is the most peaceful setting, I think, in the world.
I was literally just having a bath, and should I actually show the reverse of what I look like right now?
It's that sunny that you're having to sit inside with your sunglasses on.
You can't hear a sound, there's no wind, there's no clouds.
Ooh, my shade now.
Oh no.
Honestly, it's so peaceful. Could be on holiday. The birds. Literally no wind at all. I wish home was always like this, like the weather was always like this. I'd be so happy all the time.
Good morning everybody, it's now Wednesday. So I've not really talked too much about the whole dull to bright concept with Garnier, but essentially we are running from Dull in Scotland to Brighton, thus going from dull to bright. And we're working our way through the country, stopping off at various locations and going for a run together as a part of the campaign. So we've done Scotland, we've done Lake District, we're now in the Manchester area going for a run on the Transpennine Trail. And then today we'll make our way to the Cotswolds, and then we'll make our way to London, and then we'll end up in Brighton. So that is the week of running, which has been Oh! So is Dad. It's been weaved in quite nicely into the week of running that I'm sort of also like reduced my volume for the race this weekend. So the runs are all nice and easy. Everyone's kind of sticking to their own plan, which is good. But yeah, Zoe's dad's joined us for this run because we're in the local area, which is good. Go on then. Oh, you actually popped your shoulder? What's it on 90 kilo?
I can't put any weight on my shoulder.
You're a grown adult.
Swinging from the bars.
Good morning, everybody. I very much vlog intuitively. I don't really know what I've been vlogging, and then what happens is I go back to my laptop and start editing stuff together, and I kind of find that there's like gaps in what I've been talking about. Just absolutely freestyling it, to be honest. Currently in the Cotswolds. I'll just show you the view. There we go. That's Cheltenham Racecourse, and it's just hit me that that's where we are. Okay, that makes perfect sense. Let's refocus myself. Let's make sure I'm focused. Yeah. So yeah, I don't really know what gaps we've got, but it's Thursday. We're in the Cotswolds. We're going to London today to run in London. Session-wise today, I've got a bit of strength and power work again. So I did strength and power earlier this week. Got a little bit more strength and power today, which is a little bit of intensity. I've also got an easy run to do. Tomorrow I've got some more threshold efforts, but only 2x6. The other day I had 3x6. So again, reducing the volume, but still got that intensity. And what I can say about this week is I feel really, really like well rested. Last week I ran about 100k, trained really well, recovered really well, but had that like element of fatigue in the legs. Whereas this week I feel like a dog with zoomies, like my legs are just ready to go. That wasn't really the plan, to be honest. This week was meant to be same sort of training volume, and then just go into Warsaw and see how we get on some tired legs, and just essentially it's an expensive simulation, you know, paying to go over to Poland, go and do a proper sim, and yeah, just get rid of any rust that I might have. But it turns out that this week's been really easy, low intensity, but I'm kind of looking forward to racing like that. I'm not going to gain or lose too much from like a big training week. I can train well again next week, race at Paris, and then hopefully be ready for a big race in Barcelona. Nutrition wise, we're now on Thursday, I'm racing Sunday, so I'm not overly concerned at the minute about like what I'm prioritizing in terms of macros. As it gets closer to Sunday, I'll start to prioritize carbohydrates, specifically on Saturday, really. It's Hyrox, it's an hour, it's not a marathon. I think if I was in a marathon training block and I was training for a marathon, or I was racing a marathon this weekend, I'd probably be considering carbohydrates a lot more, especially at this stage, trying to carb load. But seeing it as Hyrox and I'm intending to do it in less than an hour, I don't need to worry so much about upping my carbohydrate intake just yet, seeing as it is Thursday. Someone who probably knows more than me about nutrition can prove me wrong in the comments, or shed a bit more light, but I think come Saturday morning, about 36 hours prior to racing on Sunday night, I'll start to increase my carbohydrate intake and start to prioritize that. When it gets to Sunday itself, I will start to eat what's called like low residue foods. Now, I actually never knew this, but a guy who does mountain bike racing DM'd me recently talking about like fueling for a race, because I was having like oats and granola and all this sort of stuff, and like, yeah, great carbohydrates, but he said is have low residue food before a race, because it's basically food that your body can break down quickly and it can go through your digestive system, and then your body's going to store all those carbohydrates. He was like, have Cocoa Pops. Cocoa Pops is low residue, and you can Google it as well, or stick it into ChatGPT and see what low residue foods are, but there's plenty out there. But it's basically from what I learned, it's like flour-based food, so like your cereals, white bread. Banana is low residue. It's food that your body can break down and get rid of quickly, so when it comes to racing, you're nice and light. Whereas what I was having before was like lots of oats, which are great, but your body's storing them for longer. So yeah, that's the aim of the game. Eat as normal now. Closer to race day, start to up carbohydrate intake, specifically in the lead up to the race, going for low residue foods such as Cocoa Pops, banana, and I also like honey as well. So yeah, anyway, gonna go chill in the spa now, and then we're gonna pack, leave, go to London, and then run in London. In other news, more interesting news, look at these new shoes that arrived for me and Zoe yesterday. These are actually Zoe's size 5s, but I've got mine as well. Puma Deviate Nitro Elite 3 in a new colorway. The pictures don't really do these shoes any justice, but when you see them in person, they're really nice. So yeah, can't wait to wear them. Gonna break them in today and wear them this weekend. Not these ones because they're size 5, but my own. Got a warm up by Zoe. Oh, let's get the hip flexors opened out. Well, we brought the food to us tonight. That's your spaghetti.
Ooh, okay.
Little spaghetti. And rice.
Ooh.
Working our way round. And that's locked in. Hot chicken. It's going to be more hot chicken. This is going to be my curry. What's this?
I'm a bit jealous of the curry.
Ah, this is the flatbread. Perfect. Getting stuck into that. Okay, team. I'm in Brighton. Here. I'll come with you guys now. I didn't vlog at all in London, but London was a nice easy run. I was meant to do some strength and power work again, but I think my body's fighting something, so I snoozed the alarm this morning as I was up last night. Very real. However, feel a lot better today. Phones are out. Feel a lot better today. I've just done 2x6 at threshold. So today 2x6 at 3:35 pace. Felt really good, heart rate held strong, and I'm raring to go for the weekend. Tomorrow, rest day, or maybe some zone 2 work, and then travel to Poland. But now, finish this run, go to Garnier sampling, and have some fish and chips. Not optimal prep, but when the offer of free fish and chips is there at the end of a good week, then we're going to do it.
It's alright. It's photo video.
And smile! Smile for YouTube!
Smile for you.
Hey.
Oh, love. Yay! Woo! What's Danny Ray got to say to YouTube?
End of a really tough week. The legs are race ready, and I just can't wait to go out there and perform at my absolute brightest.
I love this.
Now, yeah, I've just sent him a picture now. We're in business. And now listen in for a perfect demonstration of how to deliver a sit rep in military format.
So sit rep.
Yeah.
So
whatever you think
S
it is.
stands for situation. Oh no.
I want you to give a situation report on what's going on right now.
Hold on. I do know sit rep.
Okay.
Sit.
Don't
What would the S be up in
worry
situation?
too much about sit rep. Just
Oh,
give
right.
a situation report.
So situation report. I'm too embarrassed.
Go on. Yeah.
I was about to give a target indication. Situation report.
Yeah.
Sat in Luton Airport Terminal.
There's a bit more information
All right.
required to start off with.
2 personnel.
No. What do you think we'd start off with?
Location. Situation.
Yes, it's closer to the location, but something really key. You're given a situation report.
Time.
Okay. Yep.
Right. 14:16.
Great. And then the next thing you said was right.
Luton Airport.
Great.
2 personnel.
14, 16 Luton Airport.
Couple of personnel.
Couple of eyes on, eyes on.
With people
Enemy.
watching. There's an enemy in
Two fingers.
Darling, you're giving a target
Right,
indication.
I know, but I'm really good at target indication. Put me out of target.
I would definitely have you in my section, I think.
Thank you. It's like the biggest compliment anyone could ever give me, is that they would have me in the section. Honestly, I do mean that. I'd rather be told that I would be had in their section rather than, oh, you look nice today.
If Zoe's ever worried, I just have to reassure her slightly. Be like, don't worry about it. I would still have you in my section.
That's all I
It's
need
all
to know.
right. But they're
I do
non-military.
think it's like a big compliment, that, because it means like you're switched on, like you're good at your job, you're fit,
Yeah.
you're smart, like you like, genuinely, like if you were to
Zoe
handpick
actually
me-
believes this.
No,
Yeah.
well, it's the truth,
Yeah, no,
though,
it
is
is.
it not?
Yeah.
You don't want somebody in your section that's rubbish.
If you say to your muckers in the military, oh, I'd have you in my section, mate.
That's a real
It's good,
compliment.
good compliment.
And to get that compliment from your husband, like, bear in mind, he knows all your flaws and he knows your ins and outs. That's like,
I'd still have you in my section.
thank you, thanks so much. I feel really reassured.
Will you have me in yours? Yeah.
You'd be the leader. You'd be section IC.
Do you miss it a little bit?
No, a little bit. No, I miss exercise.
Carb loading is going down. I've got a beef ragu. I've got a induja without the cheese, both without the cheese. Cheese is not going to add any value to me tomorrow. It'll just sit in my stomach. But there we go. There is a hefty amount of carbs. Of course you can.
I've just got my pasta.
This is one of those moments where I pretend like Zoe's forced me to wear a face mask. And it absolutely had nothing to do with me at all. Oh, I'm just passing time. Anyway, that is the last time you'll ever see me come on to my vlog with a face mask on. I don't know if anyone else does this, but I do this. You can tell I'm excited to race tomorrow because I've got everything laid out. I've got my grip socks, I've got my shorts, new running trainers. And also my latest purchase is these Omnius cooling crystals. Now they're actually really cold still, if I put my finger on them there. Not sure how the science works behind these crystals, but when they get wet, they go cold, and it's basically going to draw body heat away from my body tomorrow. It's not going to reduce my core temperature, but it will make racing feel a lot more comfortable in the heat. Tomorrow it's meant to be about 20 degrees and quite humid, so you'll see me wearing these tomorrow. If they're good, I'll continue to wear them. And then over here we've got our little supplement stack. Beta-alanine, I've been taking about 3 grams of this every day this week, and I'll take the same tomorrow. Cordyceps, I learned about these last week. These supposedly improve VO2 max, not by like huge amounts, but like at least a number. So any marginal gains will be very welcome at this point. Zoe got given some Morton drink mixes. I'm not a massive fan, to be honest, but carbs are carbs, so I'll drink that tomorrow at some point. Creatine always. I probably have anywhere between 8 to 10 grams a day, depending on how good my administration is. What I don't have in front of me is any citrulline. I've run out, so if I can get some tomorrow, I will do. But there is citrulline in this pre-workout. I probably won't have this pre-workout because I like to take the separate components together that's contained in there. So citrulline is going to help send more oxygenated blood around my system. It's something I take every single day. And then after a big breakfast, I'll just be smashing in loads of bananas. But yeah, as I said, hey Zoe. You get yours on?
Yeah.
Should I just actually show them what I've got on my face?
Yeah.
So everyone's been watching the campaign. Do you want to talk about it?
Really?
Can you please?
The guy over vitamin C face mask.
Can you please justify why I'm wearing it right now?
Because it was in our bag and we've been meaning to use it and we've just not got around to it yet.
Yeah. And how often would you say I wear these things?
Every day. No, like once every 2 months I see you with that one, maybe not even that.
Yeah. Well, everyone pretend.
You've got to look after your skin.
Exactly that. And what I did actually forget to mention is hydration is key. I've got a 1.5 litres of Niegazowana. So anyone that's travelling to Poland, Niegazowana means not sparkling, no gas. So I've got some still water with 2 sachets of electrolytes, because obviously there's a lot in there. The electrolytes I've gone for are in this bag somewhere. But basically,
Oh, it's wet.
I'm going in the bin to show you guys the electrolytes I'm using.
Oh my god, this is really...
Yes, I've got the free Sol ones. Look at that for a promo. Scrumpled up little packet. Electrolytes, I'm not overly fussy. I like electrolytes not to have any calories in, unless I've got like some sort of carb mixture. I normally use Electro from My Protein, but where is that?
In my suitcase somewhere.
Yeah, you guys have seen it on my YouTube a couple of times. Oh, I'm discovering stuff.
What now?
Celsius Peach Vibe. I will be drinking that before I race tomorrow. 200 milligrams of caffeine, rocket fuel. People ask me, like, do you actually have that before a race? Yes, I do. Anyway, I'll stop chewing your lugs off and... let's take this off. Oh. Really? Yeah, I'll stop chewing your lugs off and I'll speak to you in the morning. In terms of racing, there's already been a race on tonight. Zoe is like, she's a bigger fan than me. She's been...
I refresh those results like it's no tomorrow.
Getting all the results for me.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's a lot of people that I've raced that have raced.
It's really interesting. I'm just really engrossed and I love it.
Yeah, I love
super
that.
Fan. I'm a Hyrox super fan.
Yeah, Zoe's like, do you know so and so? I'm like, no.
How?
But yeah, there's people that race tonight that I've raced before. The winner of tonight, Spanish guy, he beat me by about 20 seconds in Bilbao. Second place, Philip Vamsa, he beat me in Vienna in open weights. Harry Sutherland, who came third, I beat him in Stockholm, but he's obviously like just made huge gains. And Ollie Russell, I don't think I've raced Ollie before. So yeah, it'll be interesting. Some good names in the mix. I'm feeling confident, I'm feeling good. I am probably at my heaviest that I've been in a while. Like I've not really raced at this weight. So we'll see how that goes. But like I'm feeling strong, feeling fit, feeling good in training, running's good. So we'll see what happens. But it's not the A race. And if I'm not feeling good tomorrow and I'm feeling sluggish, then I've got a bit of time to try and lose a kilo or two. But yeah, I'll chat to you in the morning when I have a big carby breakfast. Say night.
Night.
So we've just got to breakfast. There is my bottle of all the usual stuff: electrolytes, citrulline, beta-alanine, creatine. There's a lovely wife over there, and here is an a la carte menu. So what I'm actually looking for today for brunch pre-race is something that is low residue, so basically easy for the body to break down. I've already mentioned that, and high carbs. So I am leaning towards the buffet, which is going to have things like croissants and cereal, and then I'm going to go for some pancakes or crepes or French toast with like honey, jam, all that good stuff. White flour based food products that my body is going to digest nice and easy. Did you know that bit of information, Zoe?
I do now, darling.
Yeah.
I'm not going to have no residue, I'm going to have normal residue.
You're going to have some normal residue. Just had a bowl of Cocoa Pops. Course number 2, we've got 2 pancakes, bit of icing, that's meant to be jam. Would like some honey, but I need to get hold of it. And a coffee. We are here. We can hear all of the, like we can hear everything from out here, so like the MC. That's basically the Polish Wembley Stadium, that's their national stadium where we're doing Hyrox today, which is insane. Apologies that you're looking at it through an iron fence, but I will show you a better view in a minute. Here we go. This venue is insane. But I won't film for too long because I'll get copyrighted.
There he is, guys. It's about to start. I'm excited. I'm actually so scared.
Wow, what a race that was. I probably should have done a bit of a hot debrief earlier when I had probably a lot more to say, because I can't really remember what happened. Sled pull penalty. You can probably see in that little clip that you've just seen there of the race compilation, the judge behind me was staring at me the whole time. I've raced 25 times, I've never had a penalty before, and I got a warning. And after that, I was kind of like hyper vigilant to my foot touching the back line.
But they didn't tell you about the warning either.
No, I didn't get told about the warning, no, but Zoe told me. And I was looking at the line and I must have just pinged it again. But whatever I was doing, obviously it's in the rule books, you can't go across the line. But yeah, the rules are the rules, them the rules. But an extra 5 meters of sled pull is not what you need. And after that, I mean, the sleds were heavy as it was. And after that, I was kind of just clawing it back after. I mentioned earlier on in the vlog about me being heavier and not really knowing how I was going to fare in a race like that. Now, I know that I'm feeling heavy. I put it on my Instagram story last week that I haven't weighed this amount of weight in a long time. I don't feel that sort of pop or that spring in my stride when I'm running. I felt it in London before Christmas when I'm racing. I felt it in Stockholm. I felt it in Maastricht. I felt it doing Manchester doubles, but I've not felt it since Maastricht. And it's like you know your own body. You know how you feel when you're running well. And for me, a few kilos too heavy can make all the difference. And yeah, I've just not felt that happy with my running recently. The long and short of it is I'm too heavy. I need to drop a little bit of weight. And tonight showed. When I'm lighter and I'm running better, the stations are easier. So when I did Maastricht earlier on in the year, a couple of months ago, I was a few kilos lighter. Running probably the same paces, but the station works a lot better because I'm fresher from the runs. And that's ultimately the goal. Usually a race like tonight, when it's not gone to plan, would be a bit of a confidence knocker. But all I've got to do is look back, a few weeks, couple of months, in some big races, in the mix with some really, really talented athletes. And you don't just lose fitness in a couple of months. So I know what I need to do to get back on form. I just need to lose some weight. I need to get back on tracking. Lots of travel doesn't really help too much. But now I've got a bit of routine coming up, so it should be good. Paris next weekend, Barcelona the weekend after that, and then London at the end of the month. The A race is the World Champs in June, so we've got plenty of time. I'm not gonna, put myself in this aggressive calorie deficit over the next 2 weeks to get in shape for Barcelona, because that'd probably be more detrimental. But if I can get a kilo and a half off for that race, that will help me massively. The focus is now shifted onto the World Champs in mid-June, and get ready for that. I will be finishing the vlog now. Apologies, that was probably the least uplifting end to a vlog I've ever done, but I'm very tired, I'm a bit deflated, I'm a bit disappointed. Yeah, but every race that goes like this, there's a lesson to be learned from it. And to be fair, me and Zoe probably talked it up a bit today. I said, a lot of my races have gone really well recently, and I'm kind of due a lesson, and that lesson was today. So
I always find the more pressure you put on yourself as well, the worse your performance tends to go. Not you personally, but like everyone in general.
No, I completely agree with you. I remember at the World Champs, I had a really good result before that, and I thought, I'm going to go and race well. Put too much pressure on. Didn't race well.
You should start going in and enjoying them.
Yeah, just go back into that mindset of like, I'm here to have fun type thing.
Yeah.
I do feel a little bit of pressure, but lots of people are like, oh yeah, I'll try and keep up with you, and it's like,
Yeah, it's a big pressure, isn't it?
But tonight was definitely not a true representation of what I'm capable of.
No.
It probably is right now because I'm about 4 kilos too heavy, and obviously there was a sled pull penalty which just mentally drained me, completely took me out of the race.
At least you didn't stop.
Oh no, I was never going to stop. Yes, apologies. Not the most positive end to the vlog, but
it's been a positive vlog though.
It's been a very positive vlog. We needed a little bit of
negativity,
reality thrown in
back
there.
out, yeah.
Yeah, but I will be racing in Paris next weekend, so hopefully some more positive news. I'm going to train well this week. I'm going to track my calories. I'm going to get my nutrition squared away, and I'm going to start to lose some weight ahead of some important races. I'm going to do that in the most controlled and like sensible manner possible. But yes, thank you very much for those who got this far. It's been a long vlog, and I'll be sure to upload one soon. I'm so bad at this. Bye guys.